Top 10 largest gemstones ever found. In the heart of our Earth, buried under centuries of pressure, heat, and cosmic magic, are treasures that defy belief. They aren't just large, they are titanic. These gems are so rare and massive that they rewrite the very definition of what we call precious. Today, we're diving deep into the Earth's vault to unveil the top 10 largest gemstones ever found. Each gem carries a story of discovery, science, and awe-inspiring beauty. Remember to press and hold the like button, leave a comment, and hit subscribe before we begin. Ranked 10th, the Black Star of Queensland, a cosmic rarity in solid stone. When it comes to legendary gemstones, few shine, quite literally, as brightly as the Black Star of Queensland, weighing in at a jaw-dropping 733 carats. This massive black star sapphire is the largest of its kind ever discovered and claims a solid spot among the 10 largest cut gemstones ever unearthed. It's a true heavyweight, both in size and in story. Discovered in the 1930s in Queensland, Australia, the stone was initially mistaken for a common black rock by a young boy. Its real identity only came to light when a lapidary saw potential within its dark surface. A cabochon-cut marvel emerged, a shimmering six-rayed star dancing atop a deep, inky black dome. That star is not an illusion. It's a phenomenon known as asterism, caused by light reflecting off aligned rutile needles inside the sapphire. But on a gem this size, it's nothing short of astronomical. For decades, the Black Star of Queensland has traveled the world, appearing in museums and exhibitions, most notably at the Smithsonian Institution. Celebrities and collectors have coveted it. Historians have debated its origin story. But one thing remains clear: its size, rarity, and visual impact make it one of the most extraordinary gemstones on Earth. While other large stones may dazzle with fire or clarity, the Black Star commands attention with presence. It doesn't just sparkle, it radiates mystery. It's not only a gem, it's a cosmic event captured in stone. Ranked 9th, El-Dorado Topaz, a golden giant from the heart of Brazil. In the realm of supersized gemstones, the El-Dorado Topaz doesn't whisper for attention. It thunders, tipping the scales at an extraordinary 31,000 carats, over 13.67 pounds. This golden monolith is officially the largest faceted gemstone in the world and one of the most mind-bending marvels nature has ever created. What makes it even more remarkable? It's not just big, it's brilliantly cut. Unlike many other giant stones that remain rough or are trimmed down for commercial purposes, the El-Dorado Topaz was painstakingly faceted into a flawless, symmetrical masterpiece. Cut from an original crystal weighing over 81 pounds, the final stone captures the essence of sunlight, glowing in hues of honey, bronze, and champagne. It's not just a gem, it's liquid gold, frozen in time. Discovered in the 1980s in the Minas Gerais region of Brazil, a place synonymous with geological miracles, the El-Dorado celebrates Brazil's rich gem history. Unlike diamonds or emeralds, topaz of this magnitude and clarity is rare. We're not talking about a collector's piece. This is a museum-level titan. Despite topaz not typically considered one of the big three gems, the El-Dorado challenges that notion. It commands presence, history, and jaw-dropping statistics. Its sheer scale makes it an outlier in the gem world, but the balance between size, quality, and craftsmanship locks its place in the Gemstone Hall of Fame. Ranked 8th, the American Golden Topaz, the sparkling titan of the Smithsonian. The American Golden Topaz, a radiant, faceted colossus weighing in at a jaw-dropping 22,892.5 carats, or just a hair over 10 pounds. What sets this gem apart isn't just its size, it's what it represents. Cut from a 26-pound rough crystal mined in Minas Gerais, Brazil, and faceted over 2 years by a team of master American lapidaries, this golden topaz is a tribute to precision, patience, and partnership across continents. Its color is a deep, warm amber, like molten sunlight, and the faceting, impeccable. With 172 flawless facets, it's not just a specimen, it's a sculpture. The kind of object you don't just admire, You remember. The American golden topaz now lives in the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History, beside other legends like the Hope Diamond. But while the Hope glows with mystery, the American golden blazes with clarity. It's pure, bold, and unmistakably optimistic. Everything you'd expect from something bearing the American name. This topaz radiates confidence, unlike diamonds that shout status or sapphires that whisper royalty. It doesn't need to be rare in color to be exceptional in presence. It is one of the few truly massive gems cut to perfection, balancing spectacle with skill. So why does this golden marvel matter? Because it's more than a gem, it's a national statement, a reminder that beauty isn't always small, delicate, or exclusive. Sometimes it's monumental, faceted with vision, and meant to be shared with the world. Ranked 7th, La Pelegrina Pearl, the royal whisper of the ocean. La Pelegrina, a pearl that doesn't scream for attention because it knows it already has your soul. At 133.16 grains, approximately 33.3 carats or 6.66 grams, La Pelegrina may not be the largest pearl by weight, but what it lacks in bulk, it more than makes up for in history, mystery, and majesty. This perfectly symmetrical, drop-shaped natural pearl has traveled through 5 centuries, passing from the hands of Spanish queens to French aristocrats and Russian nobility before eventually making its way to modern collectors. It's not just a gem, a time capsule draped in silk and secrets. Unlike modern cultured pearls, La Pelegrina is entirely natural. There are no farms, no interference, just the ocean, the mollusk, and Mother Nature's tempo. Its luster is hypnotic, like moonlight bouncing on still water, and its soft gray rose hue carries a warmth that feels human, alive. But what makes La Pelegrina truly rare is its lineage. Worn by queens like Isabella II of Spain and Empress Eugenie of France, this pearl has graced the courts of Europe, survived revolutions, and outlived empires. It's not just rare, it's resilient. It's a gem that's seen more than any of us ever will, and still shines as if untouched by time. Today, La Pelegrina is held in private hands, seldom seen, and often whispered about among serious collectors and historians. And in a world of flash and trends, that's what makes it powerful. It doesn't need a spotlight. It is the legend the spotlight chases. Ranked 6th, Golden Jubilee Diamond, the crown jewel of paradox. Golden Jubilee weighing in at a staggering 545.67 carats, this fancy yellow-brown diamond is the world's largest faceted diamond, bigger than the Cullinan Diamond, bigger than anything sitting atop the British crown. And yet, for much of its early life, this diamond was rejected, feared, dismissed. When it first emerged from the premier mine in South Africa in 1985, the rough stone, an enormous 755 carats, was nicknamed the unnamed brown. Not exactly flattering. At the time, colored diamonds, especially brown ones, were considered lower tier. But the world didn't realize this so-called brown gem had a hidden flame. It took the genius of master cutter Gabriel Tolkowski, under extreme secrecy and precision tools, to carve away the stone's imperfections and awaken what lay beneath, a fiery honey-gold brilliance with a life of its own. The transformation wasn't just technical, it was emotional. The Golden Jubilee went from orphaned to ordained. Today, this magnificent gem is enshrined in Thailand's royal palace. It was gifted to the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej as a symbol of unity and celebration for his 50th coronation anniversary. It's no longer just a diamond, a national treasure, a cultural icon, and a story of redemption told in light and facet. But what truly sets the Golden Jubilee apart isn't just its record-breaking size or regal status. It's the fact that this diamond defied the rules. It wasn't born beautiful, it became attractive. It forced the world to change its standards. It said, don't judge brilliance by color, judge it by presence. Ranked 5th, the Incomparable Diamond, nature's untamed masterpiece. The Incomparable was discovered in the early 1980s by a young girl playing near a pile of discarded mining rubble in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This diamond wasn't just found, it was overlooked. That's right. The 890-carat rough stone, one of the largest ever unearthed, was almost thrown away. But what happened next would rewrite the rules of diamond cutting. The incomparable structure was asymmetric, wildly complex, and riddled with internal challenges. It wasn't meant to be tamed. World-renowned gem cutters worked with laser-guided precision and a bold artistic vision for 4 painstaking years. The final result? A 407.48-carat, shield-shaped step-cut diamond, one of the largest internally flawless stones. Let that sink in. Over 400 carats of pure, unclouded brilliance. No inclusions, no enhancements. Just nature, uninterrupted. Its unusual champagne hue, a deep golden brown with hints of bronze and honey, sets it apart from the colorless ideal. But that's precisely the point. The incomparable isn't here to fit in. It was never meant to blend with traditional luxury. It's a statement that says beauty isn't always symmetrical, and perfection doesn't always look like you expect it to. The incomparable diamond challenges our expectations. It doesn't whisper elegance. It declares individuality. In a sea of perfectly cut round brilliance, this stone is a rebel, a masterpiece born of accident and intention, chaos and control. Ranked fourth, the Neelanjali Ruby, the sacred flame in stone. Weighing in at a jaw-dropping 1,370 carats, this colossal star ruby isn't just one of the largest rubies ever discovered, it's also the largest known double-star ruby in the world. Yes, double star. That means two intersecting 6-rayed asterisms, a 12-rayed star that shimmer across its surface when caught in the light as if the stone is alive with celestial geometry. But its brilliance isn't the only reason this ruby makes history. The Neelanjali has a spiritual pulse unlike any other gemstone. For centuries, it was not locked away in a vault or flaunted in a royal necklace. It was worshipped. That's right. This ruby was a sacred offering in a Shiva temple in southern India. Believed to represent the third eye of the Hindu deity, its rich crimson hue and twin starbursts made it the embodiment of divine vision, a gem with literal religious significance. Discovered and owned by the Arunachalam family, guardians of this sacred stone, the ruby has remained private, not as an investment, but as a legacy. Valuation is complex and almost taboo, but experts estimate its worth is more than $100 million. Still, try finding anyone willing to sell it. This is not a commodity, it's a cultural icon. In a world obsessed with clarity and carat count, the Neelanjali Ruby reminds us that some gemstones are more than beautiful. They are alive with meaning. They are relics, spiritual conduits, living mythologies forged in earth's crust and passed down through generations of reverence. Ranked third, the Bahia Emerald, the giant that nobody could own. Bahia Emerald was discovered in the Bahia region of Brazil in 2001. This behemoth weighs approximately 752 pounds. That's over 1.7 million carats of emerald. Let that sink in. This isn't your dainty ringtone. This is a mountain fragment frozen in green fire. But the Bahia Emerald isn't famous just because of its size. It's because no one knows who owns it. This stone's modern history reads more like a Hollywood screenplay. Multiple claimants, a flooded vault during Hurricane Katrina, alleged ties to international gem cartels, and court battles in Brazil, California, and even Las Vegas. At one point, the emerald was listed for sale on eBay for $75 million. What makes this emerald extraordinary isn't just its size or drama. It's the way it forces us to redefine value. The Bahia is rough, uncut, and wildly natural. It defies traditional gemological standards. It's not wearable, it's not faceted, and it's not even universally beautiful in the classic sense. But it's real, raw, primeval. It looks like the earth was mid-sentence when it decided to crystallize an emerald the size of a small refrigerator and then forgot about it. Currently, the Bahia Emerald is secured in a vault under the supervision of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, still wrapped in legal red tape. There is no clear owner, agreed value, or final destination. It's just a story, one of the most mysterious gemstones ever unearthed. Ranked second, Sergio, the alien giant that redefined what a diamond could be. The Sergio diamond, also known as the Sergio Carbonado, is the black sheep of the diamond family. Quite literally. Discovered in Brazil's Bahia province in 1895, Sergio is the largest rough diamond ever found on Earth, weighing an eye-popping 3,167 carats. That's about 1.4 pounds of carbon-infused mystery. But here's the twist. Sergio isn't like any other diamond. It's a carbonado, a black diamond, opaque and polycrystalline, made of countless diamond microcrystals fused. And the real kicker? Some scientists believe it didn't form on Earth at all. Many experts suggest Sergio originated in outer space and was delivered to Earth over 1 billion years ago via meteorite impact. That gives Sergio a level of cosmic mystique no gem on this list can match. Today, only a few fragments and documentation remain to tell its story. No museum houses it, and no vault holds it. Sergio is gone, used up as some mythic giant sacrificed for utility, and that's precisely what makes it unforgettable. Sergio forces us to reconsider what value means in the gem world. Is it a beauty, rarity, or perhaps origin? While other diamonds are measured in clarity and carats, Sergio is measured in light years and stardust. It wasn't just the biggest. It may have been the oldest, toughest, and most out-of-this-world gemstone Earth has ever seen. In the first place, Cullinan Diamond, the crown jewel of Earth itself. When we talk about legendary gemstones, one name towers above all, the Cullinan Diamond, discovered in 1905 at the Premier Mine in South Africa. The Cullinan wasn't just a lucky find. It was a once-in-a-universe event, weighing in at an earth-shattering 3,106.75 carats, over 1.37 pounds or 621 grams. This rough diamond is the largest gem-quality diamond ever unearthed. It was so large that the miner who first saw it thought it was a chunk of glass. But Cullinan is more than a number. A narrative carved into time. Named after Sir Thomas Cullinan, the mine's founder, this diamond was gifted to King Edward VII and entrusted to Joseph Asher, a master diamond cutter who famously studied the gem for 6 months before making the first cut. The result? A breathtaking suite of 9 major stones and 96 smaller ones, with the largest, Cullinan Wine, or the Great Star of Africa, weighing 530.2 carats, now adorning the royal scepter in the British crown jewels. Cullinan II, at 317.4 carats, rests in the imperial state crown. What sets Cullinan apart isn't just size, it's flawless clarity, incredible whiteness, and historical legacy. These stones are not tucked away in safes. They are part of a living monarchy, seen by millions yearly, representing power, elegance, and Earth's ultimate craftsmanship. That's why Cullinan stands at the top. It's not just the biggest, it's the most storied, perfect, and iconic gem the world has ever known. It's not just a diamond. History, majesty, and geology fused into one. These stones are more than mere minerals. They are stories pressed into crystal, echoes of the Earth's deepest forces, and reminders that beauty on a grand scale still exists. They challenge what we know about rarity, value, and wonder. So the next time you see a sparkling gem, remember, the Earth might still be crafting the next record breaker somewhere deep below. Until then, these 10 hold their crowns as the greatest gemstone giants ever found. Which one fascinated you most? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more awe-inspiring journeys through the world of gems.